Discovery Lab at the Gathering Place is all about learning through play and making it fun.
At the Science Lab, kids get an educational experience through experiments.
Last time News on 6's Meredith McCown was there, it was a blast. So we're trying to do this as often as we can. She joins us now with a new experiment. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys. I'm here this morning with Chip Lindsay. He is the Director of Education here at the Discovery Lab. So, Chip, tell us, what are we learning today?
Here in the Science Lab, we love doing experiments that uncover some of the phenomena that surround us all the time. And today we're looking at temperature and pressure. And we've got this bell jar that we can remove all the air out from underneath the bell jar. So we might make some guesses as to what would happen. Inside there's a beaker, and there's a rubber glove that's stuck down inside the beaker. So hit the switch and let's remove all the air, and let's see what happens to the system. Oh.
Whoa! So it just kind of, that's so cool. And so tell us, what's happening here?
So interestingly enough, a gas will want to take up as much space as it possibly can.
Right.
And so if you remove all the atmosphere from on top of that rubber glove, the gas inside fills up and tries to take up all the space inside of the this bell jar.
Oh, that's so cool.
So what we don't think about all the time is we're under a sea of air, and we're at the very bottom of that sea of air, and there's a lot of pressure on us, but we don't feel it. But we can see what that sea of air does to systems if we were able to remove it. So we took all the air out, and now we can see what happens to the glove. Let's put the air back in.
Okay.
So here we go. Open the valve.
So now it shrinks. Whoa, and it goes the reverse direction.
So now all that pressure has shoved the glove back where it came from, back inside the beaker.
Whoa, thank you for showing us that. And we have another really cool one over here. So this is with water pressure.
This one is with water, and we know a lot about water because we live on a planet that's mostly covered in water. And we also know about water because it boils and we cook food in it, and you know, it boils at 100 degrees C or 212 Fahrenheit. We've got the water boiling and it's changing into steam. So the top of this flask is filled with steam. I'm going to turn the gas off and trap the steam inside. And you can see,
whoa,
the cork is bouncing
really
because
boiling in there.
The steam is coming out. And you can still see it. You can still see it. We're going to trap it in there, but not trap extra pressure in there. And then we'll see what we can do with this system once we calm it down. So anytime that a liquid changes from a liquid to a gas, it takes up 700 times more space.
700 times. That's
crazy big. It's crazy big. And so the steam that we have trapped in the top is 700 times larger in volume than the water that it came from.
Wow.
So if we change it from steam into water again, it takes up 700 times less space. So let's try something really crazy. I'm going to loosen this and then flip this over. So if this fails, I may put some hot water on the table, so be careful. Be ready to step back. Okay, now there's that steam still trapped in the top. And watch what happens when we add some ice to the top of the beaker. So we're cooling the steam down.
I see bubbles coming up again.
We're condensing the steam back into water, and it creates a vacuum in the top. So the more we want this to boil, all we have to do is add more ice. In order to get the water to boil, we add more ice? Yes. Because when you, do it.
Okay. So the ice melts when it's on top?
Right, and so that heat it absorbs causes the steam inside the beaker to change from steam to water. When it does that, it creates a vacuum. That vacuum lowers the boiling point of the water so it boils at a lower temperature. So we could boil this water all day long. All we'd have to do is keep adding ice.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is so cool, and this is something that you are teaching kids here all week at the Discovery Lab. You're kind of doing experience like this and really focusing on this topic.
So this week we're doing temperature and pressure and all the different ways that temperature and pressure interact to cause crazy things to happen. And it allows us to understand our world better because things like this, they're not magical, it's science.
Right. not magic at science, but it's such a cool way to learn with a hands-on experiment and see it in action. So Chip, thank you so much for showing us all this really cool stuff today. The Discovery Lab just opened at 9:30. They'll be open until 5 tonight. I'll send it back to you guys.
Great job, Mayor.
You can hear all those kids in the background letting it rip. And Alan, you know something about pressure with meteorology too.
Yeah, a little pressure, a little change of state, a little change of water vapor, and we got to move on.